Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, and today we're here to talk about Thor, Love, and Thunder. Now, I'm going to give a little context between me and other Thor movies. The only Thor movie I actually liked was Thor Ragnarok. So I didn't go into this movie thinking that this was going to be phenomenal. But at the same time, hear me out, man. Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a little while. 6 months is a long time. It's like that time your father promised you he was coming back with that gallon of milk, but he actually showed up 6 months later. I'm him. Anyway, welcome back to the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, Seez Monroe, and it is an honor to be back with you guys. I appreciate you guys for waiting with me. It's been a long hiatus. Seez has been doing a lot, but we got some exciting things planned for the near future, so bear with me, all right? Today we're going to be talking about Thor Love and Thunder. First off, I just want y'all to know my background with Thor movies. It was only one Thor movie that I actually liked, and that was Ragnarok. So I wasn't expecting this movie to be great, but this was terrible. Like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they went through with this. They accepted this footage as a movie. It's like they gave all their budgeting away to these Disney shows. Anyway, I'm going to get into it a little bit. The start of the movie was pretty basic. It started off with Gore and on his home planet with his daughter dying, and somehow it led him to another world that the Necrosaur was at the time, and it pretty much just went downhill from there. I don't want to say that this movie was funny, but they were trying to do a lot of funny things with it, and I get it. It's supposed to be comedy, it's supposed to be Thor, it's supposed to be a little hilarious. I just felt like a lot of the jokes that was thrown out there was very corny, and they never stuck. Gore, I don't know if you guys know the background of Gore. I don't know too much about Gore myself, but I did do a lot of looking up stuff on YouTube, and of course I'll fall upon Comics Explained, and Rob goes around and talks about Gore a lot, and from what he talked about to what we received was hideous. I don't know what they thought was what they were trying to accomplish with this, to be honest with you. It wasn't a waste of time, but it was a waste of a movie. This could have been saved for something else. That budget could have went into something better, I promise you. Any other characters out there that they've been trying to work on, hell, give Howard the Duck another shot. This just wasn't it. Sometimes you have to take your time with these characters, and this movie showed that they did not care too much about Thor, or they didn't care too much about Gore and his story, because this was just a mess. Again, it was a lot of cut scenes. Taika Waititi is a decent director. I only know him from Thor Ragnarok, so I want to say that he's good at what he does, but when it comes to stuff like this, sometimes lightning does not strike twice, in this show. It wasn't worth me sitting there watching that movie at all. I can't even name an exciting moment in the movie, and that's bad. Normally, if the movie is terrible, you get these nice little end of credit scenes. With this, we just did not get that at all, unfortunately, and I don't know if they're going to approve if we just keep supporting these movies like we are, or keep supporting these Disney shows that they're spending $150, $200 million on, when obviously they need to be focusing their money and putting their money back into these films, because a lot of what was going on in this film, when it was going to Gore's world, digitally, like, it didn't look very good. Like, you can tell it was green screen. It wasn't even like they tried on this one. And then back to the guy at the beginning of the film, it's like he rose up and he was huge, so on and so forth. It's like these guys are getting bad at special effects. Y'all already know how I feel about Disney and their special effects. I talked about it with Black Panther, I talked about it with Infinity War. You can just tell, like, sometimes they're rushing, and I get it. They're trying to put these films on a conveyor belt. They're trying to bust them out really quick, but sometimes it pays off to take your time, sit back, and go into the post-production for a little while longer than 6 months sometimes, because this was not it. And it's a little disappointing for me, because this film had the potential to be great. The villain had the potential to be great in this film, and I feel like they just dropped the ball with it. I believe on Rotten Tomatoes, this is sitting at like a 62 right now at the time I'm filming this video. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 because it was just that bad. I don't understand how you can drop the ball this bad, going from Thor Ragnarok to this. But again, 1 and 2 weren't that great either. And honestly, I can watch 2 before I watch this one again. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Am I tripping? Have you seen the movie yet? And do you even want me to do a spoiler review? Come check us out. I appreciate you guys for giving me the listen, all right? Peace.